Hi gang, welcome to 30 Day Abs. I'm Tamara and today is day 12. So as we approach the halfway point, the work is getting a little harder, and I would love to know if you feel like you're getting stronger, how intense the work feels to you. Please continue to make good choices as you go along. Maybe you want to add some more reps, some more intensity. Maybe I'm progressing a little faster than you want to and you want to back off a little bit and skip some reps. All of those are welcome. I want you to customize your experience and choose your own adventure. So do let me know if you have any comments. Go ahead and leave me a note here, and I am reading them and replying and taking suggestions and requests. So that's that. Let's get some abdominal work done. So find your way to your mat. I'll bring my mat to me, and we're gonna start off on our backs. We're gonna take it real easy at first, or simple, I should say, if not easy. And we're just gonna do 25 crunches right up to the center. Easiest arms, maybe there. A little harder, whatever you like. It's all good. It's all good work. I'm gonna go ahead and place my hands behind my neck this time, supporting my head, so remembering not to pull on the head as we do this, but to let that contraction come from your abdominals. All right, 25 to get started. Exhale on the way up, drop your belly in on the way down. You can go slower. I'm just considering this a warm-up set, so I'm just kind of cranking them out a little bit. Just trying all three arm positions. Really, I like the hands back behind the head best. It gives me a little bit more weight to lift, and it gives my head a little place to rest. All right, so when you've gotten to 25, go ahead and stop there. I'm gonna extend my legs. You're certainly welcome to keep a little bend in the legs if that helps you get to the right place for a full roll up. So we're gonna do either a partial roll up with a twist and then back down. So I'm rolling up to that sticking point. I'm gonna touch my elbow to the ground, making sure I stay open across the chest as best I can. Partial roll up, tap the elbow, and then back down. Or you can do a full roll up, sweep the hand back, looking toward the back of the mat, and then roll back down. So I've already done 4 of those between the 2 variations. I'm gonna do 16 more. That's not an all or nothing thing. You could do somewhere right in between if that ends up working for you. So as always, this is about making good choices. We're trying to move slowly enough as we roll along the spine that we're moving almost one bone at a time. Depending on how flexible your spine is, you may or may not be able to do that. But we're just trying to make sure that we're not, heaving ourselves up in the air, but lifting with as much control as we can muster. I think that was 10. I'm gonna do 10 more. If you have a flexible hamstring back of the leg and you like to reach forward toward the toes, you might enjoy, as I do, a nice little stretch right there runs down the side of the thigh. That's a bonus. If you can't comfortably get there, it's not worth it. Just stretch that later. Right there, that's plenty of work. I feel it. I'm gonna do 4 more, 2 each side. A little bit of momentum, but we just do the best we can and move safely. I'm gonna do 1 more each side just in case. I have a terrible fear of not doing enough repetitions, but I don't mind doing extras. All right, so that was our crunch set and our rotation set today. That was pretty quick work, but don't worry, today's workout is not gonna be easier. We're gonna continue to progress. I'm gonna give you some hard planks. So let's come to our first plank, and you always have the choice of doing elbows or hands. You have the choice of doing straight legs or bent. Whatever you choose, this is what really matters. You want to keep your rib cage lifted, your booty pushing out just a little bit, and most importantly, your belly in nice and snug. So I'm going to take my first plank here on my hands and my knees. So I'm going to glide forward and back, and I'm going to do that 20 times. This is a saw plank. If I'm doing this from my knees, I can just shift my weight forward, or even shift my weight forward without lifting the knees. But I like it on the straight legs. So that's what I'm choosing. I'm choosing my own adventure. Please take a break whenever you need one. This is not about being perfect, as I demonstrate constantly. I'm going to do 2 more, and I'm going to call that 20 glides. Hopefully that was somewhat accurate. Relax and recover, and we're going to do another couple of sets. Feel good? Good. Next set. Instead of gliding front and back, we're going to take our hips side to side. And we're going to try not to drop our hips up and down, but we're just going to find a nice place to be, whether that's here or here or here or here. And we're going to take our hips side and side. So we're just moving that center of gravity back and forth. Your hips moving to one side of the mat and then the other like a ping pong ball. Trying to stay an equal distance from the floor the whole time. You're going to feel stretching and contracting in your midsection. And we're going to be at each side 20 times. You can do this from your knees. That's a pretty easy shift to make. You can do this from your hands. Just make sure you're keeping your elbows soft and that you're not drifting through the shoulders, but really just trying to make that happen from the hips. 4 more for me. 3, 2, and 1. Did you breathe the whole time? I hope that you did. Nice. All right. Now, we're going to do a different plane of motion. So we're going to come back to our plank of choice. I'll start off on hands this time, and I'll start off on knees just to remind you. And we're going to take our hips down, up and around, down, up and around. So if you are on long arms on this, please make sure that you're not slouching into the shoulders like I am right now, but try and keep that stability and let that rotation come from your waistline. Good. Now, if you're on long legs, you can let your feet drop from one side to the other. You're basically trying to make the shape of a rainbow from the butt down, twisting your rib cage up and over, maybe a tap, or up and over, maybe just a float. Boom, boom. Any way you like this. Give me a tiny little waistline here, and imagine that you're wringing out your waist like a washcloth. Twist it and twist it. I'm going to do 6 more just in case. And let's go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Nicely done, guys. We just moved through 3 planes of motion in a plank. That is not easy work. I hope you liked it though. I hope it was fun. I hope you come back tomorrow. I'll see you then.